Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1996. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
We're back with another TPOT episode, and yes, it was decent, since people asked their drop, beating up for elimination after all these years.
Making it seem like there's different flavors of
favorable teams.
Even just this hilariously small addition helps a tiny bit, actually. And if they took a year to focus on this stuff, it would do wonders. Imagine if they blew this part of the game up.
Favorite teams being the next team led, like Just Not, the strongest team on Earth, Are You Okay, Teammates, DS, Half-Cots, Half-Nots, the Losers, the Exiters, teams
like that. No!
Oh my god, the same
notorious solo
team as last year in the last 7 years!
No, it's the same
thing!
The same
notorious team!
Repeating
to be safe!
For the past 7 years, 8 years of the same
notorious team
makes
this season
feel exactly the same, saying the same lines!
So old and stale from the same
solo
team we've had for the past 7
freaking episodes.
They do one good thing addition and that's enough for them for 5
freaking episodes for Teardrop.
Finally, Jack Shelify decided that what would happen if this solo team is up for elimination will the failed computers and even profiling give a chance to rejoin as peers from as the team captain and the other RCs as the rejoining contestants. Or Teardrop will pick one of a losing team like Just Not or Teammates to be with her solo team, or a mixed voting results with a losing team. Let's find out. Winner in basketball watch Robot Flower tried to push the recovery center into an incinerator, and we're about to start chatting on what happened to Robot Flower, briefly interrupted by Yellowface, who talks about having new legs given, fair and square, to him by Ice Cube, with him being rejected by Ice Cube and Donut, who both disagree with it being fair. Yellowface says that Donut looks like he's interested in trying a gumball, which hypothetically gave Yellowface the legs directly from Ice Cube, but Donut shrugs it, saying that he can't close his mouth, which he only never did. Yellowface doesn't care and with a megaphone shouts that Donut wants the gumball, to which 4, golf ball, 10, bottle, Yellowface, needle, winner, basketball, bell, and pin support and manually make his mouth close so that Donut consumes it, causing his arms to swap with Yellowface's, with Yellowface annoyingly and jokingly pointing in directions where they could be at, with Ice Cube sliding in stating she warned Donut. Yellowface begins taunting Donut, telling him he could grab the arms back, but being armless, realizing he couldn't. Donut begins yelling to want his arms back, starting the intro.
Hey, 2! When you bake a cake, decorate and take it to the players who are safe. That's how you know it's cake and steak.
2 introduces the cake at stake, starting with Just Not, who were supposed to fix 2's roller coaster. Blame 2 for their rules for not including the anti-sabotages to disqualify Are You Okay?
Welcome to Cake at Stake, teams! Just Not is up first for just not fixing my roller coaster.
Shut up!
2! It's your fault our teams did so bad!
Okay.
To get some attention to detail like last episode, they are joined with the failed computers who got glued by Robot Flower last episode. Clapboard commands for them to be unglued. Disky rolls around to try to cut the roof or to try and get out, but gets interrupted by Nickel to start the Cake at Stake song. Clapboard wants 2 to unglue them, but 2 decides to make it as the prize for this elimination. Pillow, Price Tag and Nickel are safe, but when Yellowface shows up and brags about catching the prize with his arms, Pillow threatens him with a grisly end to his life. 2 opens book and shuts the glue inside her as she is safe. Then down to the final 2 or final glue, and further a glue from 2, with a sounded atmosphere to signify the joke was unfunny. Pompi is the last to be safe when Cake is eliminated. Before Pompi gets the glue, Yellowface steals it again and tries to high-five to Cake. who attempts to eliminate Cake with his hand while Cake is having the final words to say to his team, but forgets to activate the ability and kills Cake in the process. Then Cake is sent to elimination off screen later. This makes Rizal cry, making PP and GP bullying him. Plus, 2 of these Just Not fan favorites out of 5 are eliminated. This is so blatant.
I'd also just like to say...
Oh wow, I didn't know they gave you a medal for being the biggest crybaby.
Wow. 2 fan favorites are gone.
And still going. This is an endurance, man. I've never seen such a huge compilation of crap in my life. Was the whole idea to
eliminate so many fan favorites? There will be no more fan favorites to see?
Out of all these, there's gotta be at least...
Bombi or Neck will be eliminated?
Floppi says to the S if they are worried about getting their limbs stolen by Yellowface, but gets interrupted by Ice Cube, saying she wants revenge, with Rocky nodding in agreement to bottle. Winner and Yellowface are safe, but Yellowface takes all toothpaste and glue, telling Winner if they have hands, they would take the glue quicker, but Winner hits their hand on the ground saying, oh yeah? Then Yellowface offers Winner a gumball, seemingly trying to steal his hand. Bottle is safe and she says if the team needs her, she will be in her pit from the 6th episode, but fell off the building and kills herself. Ice Cube and Rocky are the bottom 2, the Season 1 veterans, but then Ice Cube slides to 2, saying she can't control herself due to losing her limbs. Ice Cube is safe and Rocky is eliminated. He angrily flies up into the air using his legs in the way he did in the glistening and vomits, but he is then sent away by 2, who states that they don't want a repeat of Lightning's elimination. Brooke says she feels bad about Rocky, since it's the 3rd time he is eliminated and it's been a long time when Rocky is eliminated in BFDI 7. Nicole adds in that it is awesome to see that Rocky is out and suggests to high five. Then the vomit lands onto the volcano and causes a large crack to appear outside the volcano, however it quickly stops. Imagine if that happened. Black Hole then tells Fanny to recover Tree, but when Fanny recovers Tree is missing somehow. Marker says that the recovery center needs his special touch and tries to recover Tree multiple times but no results. Black Hole tells 2 about the situation, to which he replies that he's probably somewhere else. When he attempts to call for him, there's no response, causing 2 to become bad at Tree. This is the first time ever of what would happen if a contestant is still alive and attempted to recover someone. No errors unlike BFDIA. Everyone is placed on a wooden balance beam standing above water, with the first 2 teams to have all their contestants die or fall into the water be up for elimination. Flying contestants, Black Hole and Puffball, are disqualified, as is Tree, due to not being present. Good. Because you know what happened in TPOT 7.
You frickin' name it, it's all here.
They cheated. They
frickin'
cheated.
And the
Object Show season
gonna have the audacity to stand there and say that
Are You Okay did not cheat it. They play fair enough.
That they're not
cheating. They play fine.
Boo! Pick a plot line!
Jumps into Park Bag, making her feel slugger. This leads to Donut, bringing up the fact that his team hurt him during last episode's challenge. Finn attempts to apologize to Donut while violently shaking him, but then accidentally causes him to roll, followed by some contestants jumping over him. Katie comments on the fact that Donut will eventually rob him with Dollars beam if everyone jumps over him. Pointy then uses Park Bag's new game strength to throw a contestant to the other side of the beam to stop him from rolling off. Pointy tries to mimic Finn's voice, acting as if Finn is volunteering to be thrown. Finn is confused as to if she actually said that, but admits that she is pretty heroic. She is then thrown by Park Bag. Park Bag accidentally throws Finn too far, but still feels good. Finn is seen flying through the sky, and also seen flying over Fiery and Leafy on what appears to be some random island. Finn then lands on the end of the balancing beam and catches Donut. She then comments about how she'd rather have a donut with sprinkles. Donut is angered by how Finn almost knocked him off the balancing beam, to where Finn then responds that at least she saved him and how he should stop being desperate and needy, but then realizes she said needy, the nickname that Needle hates. Needle then stretches her arm to slap the pin. Katie tries to tell her that pin is just too far away, but Needle slaps Katie in the process. Katie then fell into the water and is angered by this. The screen shows, "Are you okay?" TV says how their numbers advantage is helpful due to Tough Ball being disqualified, and Golf Ball screams to not squander that lead. She proposes for two of them to sabotage the other teams, and right when Tennis Ball is about to tell her he wants to leave with her, she is seen leaving on top of Tough Ball, who flies away. Hey, this should be against rules. Tough Ball was not supposed to compete while disqualified. That's cheating. Back to the episode, Tennis Ball is seen sad, but Ten tells him that he can go hang out with him, something that makes Tennis Ball happy again. Eraser proposes to ride TV around and push the other teams off, and Tennis Ball adds that he can make some modifications to TV so he has more durability and is less prone to slipping, but Robot Flower appears saying, "Out of my way, I need my space," pushing TV off. Basketball then walks in, telling Robot Flower to stop and demanding her team to help her. Bell says that Robot Flower is somewhat better with his personality, and they have a brief discussion to which Basketball takes the responsibility to fix Robot Flower, but she is killed by her. Nickel tells Just Not that day, "Mustn't dare lose again," and asks for a strategy. Hook replies she's a balancing guidebook, but since the glue squashed her shut they can't search for anything. Pillow shows a board with her studies, and then tells their strategy should be hanging below the balancing beam. Everyone does so, except Pillow. Something bumpy questions, but she replies, saying that half of her studies are proven ineffective, and jumps to where the strongest team on Earth is found. She asks Robot Flower if her violent tendencies are for any reason or just for fun, but she is pushed off by her. Hook says that Pillow prove them until her team hold on tight. Next part we can see Ten, Eraser and Tennis Ball running all the way to the other side of the beam, where teammates are. Eraser asks where Teardrop is, since he is convinced she was there, but Coiny replies he doesn't care, for his accusations and Needle, Barfbag and himself start attacking Eraser. Tennis Ball grabs Ten as a sword and uses him to make Coiny fall, while the others leave Eraser alone. Ten says that was sick, and Tennis Ball says that Golf Ball taught him it's handy to treat your friend like a tool. Eraser once again asks where Teardrop is, and Barfbag says she has no idea, to which Tennis Ball confirms she's saying the truth. He says that maybe attacking Teardrop isn't the best idea due to how powerful she was in other challenges, but Ten says that they could go for her, and then they would only have another team left to knock off. Tennis Ball says in theory it sounds good, but they need a way to weaken Teardrop, because he doesn't see them knocking her off without hindering her. Eraser gets angry and asks once again where she could be hiding, and we can see Teardrop's worried face inside Barfbag's barf. Black Hole and Fanny get back to arguing about how their team only has 2 participants as Black Hole got disqualified and Tree is who knows where. Fanny retorts, being happier every time Black Hole blames him, and that her team wouldn't be in the lone members if they concentrated on death prevention, and Marker tries to neutralize the situation by saying they can do both without fighting. Donut doesn't want to get in the middle, but he and Pin are separated from their team and they want to make a pact not to push each other off. Fanny seems oblivious and Donut tries to get her attention, but she states that she knows what happened to Tree looking in his direction. Black Hole is shocked from what happened to now canal-bound limbless Tree. Tree explains that when Teardrop gave life back to his body, he was recovered back to where his body was at. Donut just says that it makes losing his arms good and Marker like the new Tree due to him being big and strong. Bottle suggests Winner to go with the teams with only a few members, and Winner has Death Pact again in mind. They're both about to go with him, but then they realize that Bottle was glued on the balance beam. Then Yellowface starts to advertise his own glue, saying to not buy it as it's useless, and even killed some costumers. Winner questions Yellowface about why he's telling them about it, and Yellowface says that he used robot flower glue instead as it is strong. Bottle questions Yellowface on why he did include Ice Cube instead, who could actually need it, and then Yellowface processed to throw Ice Cube directly to Belle, mutilating her off her string and knocking out both of them. Golf Ball and Tough Ball check out Tree's hideous state. Golf Ball tries slapping Tree to hurt him, to which Tree tells her that it does in fact hurt. Black Hole defends Tree by saying that even if it's not death, he doesn't want Tree being beat up either. Puffball says she and Golf Ball should start fake killing Tree, to which Black Hole says his team doesn't care. Puffball actually starts to slam herself against Tree, to which Tree asks them if they care about the environment at all. Black Hole, despite knowing that his team only has 2 competing members, tries to convince his team to go stop Puffball, causing Marker to jump and eliminate himself. Golf Ball and Puffball begin laughing and decide to leave Tree. Black Hole reminds Fanny about the pact that Pin and Donut made with her and leaves. Fanny wants to try and attack the other teams, but Donut and Pin begin grinning, giving Fanny that they are betraying her within reason. A young metal Snowball begins to tell Grassy to show off what he's been working on, to which he goes to the SML bottle, killing her. Snowball is impressed and begins to run to teammates and knock off Mark-Veg. Teardrop, who now is combined with Mark-Veg's vomit, uses her water specimen abilities to get back on the team and gets Snowball's concern. Snowball asks Stu what happens if Teardrop gets pushed off and gets a response that being the only member of her team means that her solo team will finally be up for elimination. Like people ask, before I start reading, take your guess about this. Will the failed computers and even Profile give a chance to rejoin as Teardrop as the team captain and the other recommended characters like Lightning Cherry, Water Model as the rejoining contestants? Or Teardrop will pick one of the losing team like Just Not or teammates to be with her solo team? Say that if Are You Okay is up for elimination, and Teardrop will pick any of these members to stick with them for 50-50 kick at stake, or a mixed voting results with a losing team? Means that the bottom 2 of total votes, mixed with both teams, with Teardrop and the losing team are eliminated. Those are pretty cool guesses for object shows, but instead,
she'd be instantly eliminated.
Damn!
Yeah, damn, I know.
Damn! Is that a punishment or what? The only thing worse I could think of is if
Teardrop's up for elimination means that she'll be eliminated. Means that there's no cake at stake, and there's not even a voting again, so you have to rejoin all over again.
That's it. I'm done.
Congratulations!
Limitless power.
You've ruined
Teardrop.
Basta!
Elimination.
And now you.
yeah, she'd be eliminated. Not just that, instantly eliminated. You're telling me that we did this entire plan just for Teardrop to be instantly eliminated? Get out of here, you stupid fool. I knew something like I felt worried about Teardrop since my TPOT 7 review.
Why, after all these years, can I not, like, pick
DJ
my own
Kelly!
guy? Like, what is... They said, all right, Angry Joe, you want to make fun of us for...
Teardrop being safe?
all these years in a row? We're going to...
instantly eliminate her so you don't get annoyed by our favorite team.
That you can no longer complain about
Teardrop being safe in Teapot. We're going to instantly eliminate her. Teapot.
You stupid mother trucker. It wasn't about
hating on Teardrop.
It was never about me complaining about
Teardrop being safe
every year was not okay. Well, how about
we eliminate her instead?
No! You don't put
instantly eliminate her. Instead, you should have let Profiley or the other failed debuers
and notice that none of them
are going to have redemption.
Not a goddamn one!
Robot Flower hears this and starts to get past Snowball to push off Teardrop. Grassy helps him by kicking Robot Flower into the water. Snowball is slightly hesitant about pushing Teardrop off, and let Grassy decide as he helps him. Grassy states it's unfair for her, and that his team will just help Teardrop instead. Fanny tries leaving her position, but Pin gets in front of her and blocks her way. Fanny tries to convince them to let her go as her team has been through enough, but Donut retorts saying that he lost his arms and gets Pin to pull Fanny's mouth off. Fanny's mouth lands on Winter and pushes them off, but Fanny's mouth is still on and hates being separated from his body. Pin and Donut surround Fanny, and Black Hole comes back telling them that they made a pact and that they should swear by it. Pin said that she and Donut offered, but neither Fanny nor Black Hole agreed and pushes Fanny off. Stu states that Death Pact again is up for elimination, to which Fanny is obviously mad about. Winner comes out of the water annoyed. Two approaches them, trying to say something about Clock, but Winner interrupts them saying that they didn't ask them and that they don't want to deal with Clock anymore as he treated them differently just because they used to be famous. They say that 2 is also giving them a special treatment, saying that they want to be treated like everyone else. Winner goes to recover everyone who died, telling 2 to not follow them. Needle finds Just not hanging below the balancing beam. She questions them on what they're doing down there, and Nickel blows Raspberry, saying that she wasn't invited, and Needle kicks Nickel's mouth in response. Floppi goes in defense of Nickel and he fights with Needle until she kicks him out. Then Book grabs hold of her feet but Needle launches her away, which makes Book hit Pin, knocking out both of them. Needle gets mad because she knocked out one of her team and proceeds to chase Nickel and Bryce tag. 2 is talking with Katie. They say that they just saw how Clock was devastated in his elimination, saying they just wanted to help. Katie understands, but she also tells that people also need that space though. She uses as an example on how she told Book to be on separated team, saying it has grown easier to see her around her challenges, and that she's been respectful of what Katie asked of her. Katie also says that the distance between 2 and 4 also helped. Katie suggested 2 to give Clock and Winner some time to fix the thing and tell them to don't try to rush it or him. Suddenly, Basketball appears, saying that Winner revived everyone who died and they revive Robot Flower hoping she'll be back to normal, but then, Robot Flower sets on fire Basketball, making her and 2 scream while Katie leaves. Back with Just Not, Needle is still chasing Nickel and Bryce tag, and suddenly Yellowface appears in front of Needle and they both fight. Yellowface bites Needle's arm, which makes her fall. Nickel is grateful that Yellowface saved him and Bryce tag, to which Yellowface says that no need to thank him or call him heroic, strong and brilliant, and he just did what he thought was right. Nickel says that he never even knew of saying that, which makes Yellowface mad and he throws away Nickel. Bryce tag nervously calls Yellowface heroic, strong and brilliant, and that makes Yellowface leave them alone, and he goes back to his original position. Eraser accuses Snowball of hiding Teardrop from them and then decides it's time to knock her off the balance beam, but is stopped by Snowball defending her for Grassy's decision. Tennis Ball tries to reason with Snowball, saying that Teardrop is immensely powerful and it could be their last chance to defeat her. Eraser also tries to reason with Snowball, saying that one of them might go next if they don't take Teardrop down. Snowball declares that if they want to harm Teardrop, then they'll have to go through him and Grassy. Eraser mockingly says he's scared of Grassy, but is quickly humbled when Grassy starts attacking him. Meanwhile, Snowball is trying to prevent Pen and Tennis Ball from getting to Teardrop. Tennis Ball announces to Pen that he has an idea to just fall off the balance beam and pull Snowball with him. Pen agrees with this idea and they both pull Snowball off the beam while sacrificing themselves. Snowball tells Grassy to get out of the danger zone since he's their last member, to which Grassy obliges. Tennis Ball tells Eraser that this is his chance to get Teardrop, followed by Pen giving encouragement. Eraser finally gets to Teardrop and begins telling her how all good things must come to an end, but upon seeing Teardrop in her weakened state, Eraser feels sympathy and offers to help her up, but is quickly betrayed by Teardrop, with her shoving him off the balance beam. 2 then declares, "Are you okay?" being up for elimination, which causes Golf Ball and Puffball to cry hysterically. As 2 is telling viewers to vote for a contestant to save, Marker interrupts them saying technically Fanny didn't fall off as her mouth is still on the balance beam. 2 is not sure about it, saying it seems like a technicality, but Black Hole and Marker immediately complain, making 2 announce that Death Pact again is still in the game due to Fanny's mouth. Puffball is mad at Teardrop for making her team lose and starts to chase after her, but when Teardrop trips, Puffball hits Grassy instead, who gets saved by Yellowface, who then proceeds to try sabotaging Death Pact again by throwing Fanny's mouth away, but her mouth hits Donut instead, who's struggling to keep steady, and Bryce Tag finally kicks him out, making him fall and making teammates, being the second team, up for elimination. Would you look at that? I gave this episode 2 points for that, which we'll be talking about it later. I'll show you what happens if Teardrop is up for elimination and some Just Not fans be like.
Yeah. That's a major purchase that day. Engagement!
Black hole is with a canal boundary at night. Tree requests to be shot down, but Black hole still strives to prevent death, no matter the cost. Tree sighs in response. They already brought the Exiters this year, but do we have to wait for a few more episodes to see Lai and her members going to the forest? Here are the pros and cons about this episode. 1. The failed computers are back, again. But this time, they only voiced Flapboard and Whiskey, which they already voiced over since TPOT 1. Unfortunately, nobody voice acted the rest of these failed computers like Battery, Blender, Boom Big, Kitchen Sink, Onigiri, Solvent, and BHSE. I hope every take at stake, we get a chance to see the other failed computers like these voiceover. 2. This is how Rona eats something. 3. Yellowface still has legs, but now it has arms too, along with Snowball still eating metal. Thankfully, they didn't die. Except Ice Cube. 4. Winter was the first person to be sick. Fantastic. 5. 4 is back again, along with Leafy and Clary. They're bringing back besides Spearsbrook. 6. The Don't Follow Me Baby Monsters returned since IGFT1 to the FTI-A6. 7. Our recovery center reveals what happens if someone's still alive and attempts to recover someone who's already alive. No error message unlike the FTIA. 8. Tears from his now covered with vomit. Next time, she'll be shiver and being icy or being flooded or flowing down the sewer. 9. Donut. 10. Winner and Fanny have all screamed, which was fantastic. 10. And Katie is having a second conversation since he talked to, why not another one? 11. Trees of monstrosity. This kind of reminds me of one of these characters from war. 12. Golf ball and cup ball cries for the first time ever with cup ball and for the third time ever with golf ball, and this time it's for real unlike the fake sopping since the FTI 10. And 13. Players got disqualified, unlike TPOT 7, because anti-sabotage rules never existed in one challenge. I was stressed out last episode. And now, time for the cons. 1. The Recovery Center, once again, no secret word revealed, plus, it's about to get into the incinerator without even revealing. 2. Robot Flower just straight up a prisoner, and yes, killing Robot Flower doesn't work. 3. When Teardrop is finally beating up for elimination, this is a total disappointment, because instead of Teardrop getting redemption by picking anybody, she's instantly eliminated. I'm not planning for that anymore. Teardrop is no longer my least favorite team anymore. 4. The Exiters are no longer here again, and we have to wait 2.5 more years or 6 more episodes for TPOT 13. I'll tell you the truth, these Exiters are uncommon in the failed computers, because they're doing one by one. 5. What happened to Puffball's Lego tears? That makes no sense. 6. Limbless Ice Cube has died. Is she going to be limbless forever? Don't tell me. And 7. The end credits is not worth a darn. Same problem as TPOT 7. Here are the things that should have been improved. Number 1. Imagine the Recovery Center reveals the word. The Endless Recovery Center. That's my guess. Number 2. Robot Flower needs a chill pill in TPOT 9. 3. Teardrop should have got some redemption if her solo team is up for elimination rather than being instantly eliminated. I'm severely disappointed. And 4. Every once in a while the Exiters will be back. They're doing one by one. This is my recap machine. This is where we give these episodes a final verdict. Number 1, TPOT 1, I gave that a 10 out of 10 because they have attention to detail. TPOT 2, I gave it a 2/10 because there's no attention to detail, killing unique bodies, teardrop being the worst team, and disappointing cake at stake conclusion rather than sending them into the hotel. TPOT 3, same flaws, but a little bit better. I gave it a 4 out of 10. Why can't Are You Okay and Teardrop be disqualified enough for elimination for that? TPOT 4, same thing as the last 2 episodes, but it has cameos. But beating up for elimination was horrible. Instead of just not being the next team bled the appalling team, Teardrop gets to do it, because they don't give a darn, because Satomi writes for Teardrop. I gave it another 4 out of 10. TPOT 5, they included non-XST as a cameo during TV, that's a little better. I gave it a 6 out of 10. TPOT 6, it did much better than TPOT 5, the failed debuters are finally here after being absent, just not at their own song. I gave it another 6 out of 10. TPOT 7, it's like a make or break episode of the season. It was important to get it right, and do what they say like the failed debuters talking someone new like conch shell and snare drum. It's down to 7 people excluding non-XST. The Exiters finally returned, and the officiating is horrible. I gave it a 7 out of 10. And in TPOT 8, no other failed debuters voiced, but Clapboard and Dissy are the only ones who voice acted. Leafy and Fiery were here. But back to the Exiters not appearing. I gave a 9 out of 10. Why? Because I remember saying that if Are You Okay gets disqualified for sabotaging last episode.
On to the S. Will Just Not be the only team up for elimination, or will you join them? Show me the moon.
Check it out, too. We found all this. Group effort, yay!
You grabbed this scribble thing. Why did you grab this when we were obviously talking about the moon repair kit?
Misunderstandings, yay!
Not yay! What does the scribble even do?
Yeah, Yellowface, what is this thing? So you guys have nothing to show me? Do you have anything to say other than The S loses again.
No!
But none of us heard 2 say that sabotage rules!
Z-Bloggies.
Right! It's 2's fault our teams did so bad!
Well, I think you guys should stop projecting the blame onto me.
Oh, freaking breakfast! No!
I think you should start projecting your voice!
You
Viewers, Just Not and the S are both up for elimination, but you only get
TPOT,
one vote
I'll give you
total, so
2
vote for one of
points
them
if
to stay in
next
the game. Make
episode
your
you
one vote
disqualify Are You Okay for sabotaging. If you finally disqualify Are You Okay instead of freaking doing absolutely nothing,
I'll give you 2 points. It's a limited time offer, and like they did at
BFDI
5 years ago.
5
years ago is what I'm asking for. If you
finally disqualify Are You Okay 2 sabotages ago,
I'll give you 2 points. 1 for each
sabotage.
1 for each sabotage.
And of course they were disqualified because Puffball can fly, and they're up for elimination. Well, that's all for TPOT 8 review. The episode didn't do the same pros as TPOT 7, but I'm hoping TPOT 9 should do better as TPOT 7. Will Satomi Hinatsu enter Monopoly with Teardrop in TPOT 9? Will the rest of the 7 failed debuters speak? Will the Exiters finally return? We'll see you in TPOT 9!